The Social-Ecological Sustainability program. So we're studying at Toluca in Villarrica, and we've just been learning a lot about sustainability from the ecological, scientific, more natural science side, but also the social, kind of cultural, especially with the local Mapuche content.
My group was focused on forests and people's valuation of forests. We're looking at some trees here on the property, kind of asking people questions about those trees and what they think about them and how that impacts conservation.
I wanted to gain a deeper understanding of how people here in El Cani, in the parcels around El Cani, how they manage their interactions between their livestock and different types of wildlife, which also included dogs, because that ended up being a major issue. So it was basically understanding their views towards wildlife in this area, and also understanding the methods they have used or would be willing to use in order to address problems related to their livestock and animals and predation of their animals.
We faced very different predators. I feel like it wasn't a one size fits all. They all have the same issues. Definitely some stood out. Everyone talks about dogs eating livestock and or sheep, dog attacks. But yeah, everyone just had there were a lot of similarities and differences, and it was just really great to get a lot of different perspectives that were all in the same area.
One of the things that stood out to me was that our group is focused on human-wildlife coexistence. So we kind of went in with the assumption that a lot of the farmers around here dealt with predation on their livestock from wild animals that live in the sanctuary, so pumas or guineas. But a lot of them said that was very rare, and it was more common dogs that people have on their property, and that's the biggest issue for them in terms of predation on their livestock.
We interviewed people that live in the area and their relationship with trees, which is really interesting, and how they see trees differently than people from the United States, as to where we saw a lot of people associated birds with trees, which I typically don't, and I think that people in the US typically don't. They also associate trees with firewood, because in the US we don't use a ton of firewood. That's for we just have heater systems. To me, it means that forests are a memory of their past, and that they show their past as see signs of fire, or you see a second growth forest. That's because in the past it was logged or clear cut, and you can also see other things like animal activity. We also tracked not bird nests, but excavations from woodpeckers. We tracked that as well. So forests are a memory of what has happened in the past with human interaction, animal interaction, and natural interaction like lightning strikes.